Hey everyone! So this is part 2 of my answers video. This is the personal answers, so if you wanted to see the more beauty related answers, just flick back to see that one. And yeah, this one's the more personal questions that you guys asked me. So a question that I got asked a lot is, what do I do? What industry do I work in? What's my job? What do I do for a living? Etc, etc. And I work within finance. That's what I do. That's what I've done for a very long time now. Practically since leaving high school I've been in that industry and just moved around within it. So there are a lot of things within that industry that you can do. So it's good. It is good fun. It's busy, really busy, and it's hard work. If you're going to do your job right, it's going to be hard. And you have to be willing to put in the hours and put in the hard work. But it is very rewarding. It's very, helping people, things like that. It's, that's what I like. That's the part of my job that I like, is that I actually get to help people. So I'm not in the nasty part of finance. Yeah, I'm actually on the side where I can make change. If I wasn't in the finance industry, I'd probably be in IT. Because that's another thing that I find interesting, is like computers and technical things like that. So there you go. Another question, do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I do. I have a brother. I don't have any sisters though. I've always wanted a sister, an older sister or a slightly younger sister, but I don't, unfortunately. That would have been a lot of fun. When I was little though, and my brother's going to kill me for saying this, I used to dress him up as a girl. But we're talking like I was 6 or 7 and he was like 3. So he didn't know. He trusted his big sister, and I kind of abused that trust by dressing him up like a little girl. Does all of your immediate family live in Australia? Yes, they do actually. Do you think your boyfriend will ever do the husband-boyfriend tag or go on camera? One day. He probably will one day. It's just that he's a little shy. Do you want to have kids someday? Yes, definitely. I do want to have children. I'm not sure how many yet. That will depend on what life brings. So I probably wouldn't have more than 2, but you never know, do you? So that's what I'm aiming for. 2 would be nice. What else? Is my partner as organised as me? No, no, no. Messy, unorganised, things all over the place. So it's hard to get used to that, but he does try. So that's always nice. Am I engaged? No, I'm not engaged, but we have a mortgage together, so that's as good as being engaged, isn't it? Again, how do I afford my makeup? I work. Basically, with me, I don't really go out. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't really buy a lot of fancy shoes or clothes or anything like that. I spend money on my hobbies, which are fairly limited. So paintball, which I don't get to do very often, makeup, computer, things on the computer, and some little things here and there, like other stuff that's free, like spending time with my family and playing with the dogs and stuff like that. And my dogs, I do spend money on my dogs. But makeup is probably one of my biggest passions. And so when I budget for things that I enjoy, most people would, at least people I know that are my age, they'll spend half their paycheck on going out on a weekend and drinking and smoking and things like that. And I've never done that. It hasn't been my thing. It doesn't appeal to me. And that left me with a lot of spare cash when I was younger. Not as much now. A lot of this collection was bought before I had a house. Once you have a mortgage, your disposable income shrinks. So you really have to work at budgeting. That's what I do, and that's how I can afford to buy the things that make me happy, the things that I enjoy. and it's basically my hobby. That's what I do. We don't really buy a lot of fancy stuff. We don't have, you know, art all over the house or anything like that, so we're definitely not rich. I have been asked before, are you rich? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not rich at all. I wish I was, but I'm not, unfortunately. Not yet anyway. When I win lotto though, I will be. But it's, the best tip I could give you guys is budget. Particularly if you're looking at saving up for a house, budget, budget, budget. It's important though. I mean, you work hard to earn the money that you get, so make sure you're still spending some on yourself. Make sure you're still having fun and still being happy, because sometimes people can get, you know, all like stuck in save, 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 and they have no fun. They don't spend it on things that make them happy, and I think that's important, to sometimes reward yourself, because, you know, work long days, like 10-12 hour days, 5 days a week, you come home, you clean and you cook and things like that. At least I do. I mean, when you're younger, enjoy it while you can. Definitely enjoy the time and the spare money that you have, and save while you're young. Save while you have limited commitments, because it is a lot easier. And just budget. Never live above your means. That's the best tip I can give you. And that's it. Just have a good budget and stick to it, and then you'll be fine. Do you have a plan on travelling anytime soon? Yes, I do. I have to keep saving though, because I want to travel to a couple of places, preferably before I have children, because it does become a lot more difficult to travel overseas and a lot more expensive when you have kids. So there's a few places that I'd like to go with my boyfriend and see them, and so I would like to go to the UK, definitely. Not sure exactly where, but somewhere in the UK. I want to go back to the USA. I went when I was 10, and now that I'm old enough to really appreciate it and appreciate the shopping, I'd like to go back there. New Zealand, I want to go back to New Zealand and do the North and South Islands. I think that would be a lot of fun, and my boyfriend wants to go back there as well. And Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I love the people, I love the shopping, I love the Cheesecake Factory on the, is it Waikiki? Oh, awesome. I love the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, it's great. I also love the fact that there's a Sephora there, and there's a free shuttle bus that takes you to Ala Moana, I think it's called, the big shopping complex. Awesome. So I want to go back there. How do you de-stress? Normally I'd come home, maybe play with the dogs, talk to my boyfriend about it, talk to my mum, call my mum. I see my mum a lot and talk to her a lot too, so that's always nice. Another way is I'll make myself a cup of tea, and to be really honest, making a video really helps. It takes my mind off things, and it's something fun, and I know it's stupid and it's gonna sound cliche, but I actually feel like I'm talking to you guys, and I think I get that connection because I make a video and I'm talking to you, and you actually answer back with all the comments and the questions, and I love that. I love that connection, and that's why that keeps me going, knowing that I can help somebody, or that you find it interesting, or that I'm going to get feedback from you, and that to me, you know, takes my mind off everything. But apart from that, just sitting down and watching maybe Big Bang Theory. I love the Big Bang Theory. Favourite TV show, I think. I'm going to go out and say I think it's my favourite TV show of all time. Big call, but I think it is. So there you go. What kind of music do I listen to? All kinds of music, but mainly like alternative music. So Evanescence is definitely one of my favourite bands. Amy Lee has an amazing voice. Plum, I like Plum. Lacuna Coil, I like them. Twilight soundtracks, I like almost every single song on the Twilight soundtracks. Linkin Park, I like more of their earlier work, not so much the newer stuff, but their earlier work I do like. You know, Top 40 I listen to, but unfortunately I think they play it too often, so it kind of gets a bit repetitive. What are my hobbies besides makeup? I like to test photography. Not that great at it, but one day maybe I will be. Apart from that, I mean, obviously spending time with my family and spending time with my boyfriend and my dogs, and like you've seen, paintball. That's definitely another one. How did you decide to start making videos on YouTube? I had a video camera, I had a passion for makeup, I thought I had some things I could share with you guys, and I saw some other beauty gurus and thought, why not? So that's why. What else? How old am I? I'm 26. I'm going to be 27 at the end of this year. What is my biggest wish? I hope to have a long, happy, full life. That's what I want. Just to get to the end of it and have done everything that I wanted to do and be happy. That is my biggest wish. How long have you been with your partner? And do you see yourself with the person you're currently dating? Yes, I do. We've been together for 5 years now. And yes, I definitely see me being with him for the rest of my life, which is an amazing feeling. If you were going to be stuck on a deserted island, which books, movies, people, foods, etc. would you take? I'm not a big reader, so I don't actually have a lot of books that I read. As far as movies or TV shows go, I would take the entire, how many series? 4 series so far, I think it is, of The Big Bang Theory. People, obviously my family, my dogs, things like that. That's who I would take with me. Foods, I like cheese. I'd probably bring cheese, even though I'm lactose intolerant. It's a big slap on the wrist, but I like cheese. Snow peas. Snow peas, I think, and potatoes are the foods I could eat every day for the rest of my life and not get sick of them. Cooked, well, obviously you have to have potatoes cooked, but snow peas I could eat raw, I could eat fresh, I could eat steamed, stir-fried. Oh, love them, but at the moment here in Australia, they're crappy. They're not good at all. Cannot find good snow peas, but that's that one. What's your favourite animal? I love dogs. I'm a big dog person. I love dogs. Apart from that, pandas. I love pandas. When I went to Adelaide last year, end of last year, we went to the zoo and we saw Wang Wang and Funi, or Funny, the pandas at Adelaide Zoo. Great. Love pandas. Always have loved pandas ever since I was little. What would you do if you had unlimited money? I would probably do something that I enjoy that doesn't necessarily pay. Basically something I couldn't do now because it wouldn't pay for the mortgage. But, you know, do part-time makeup here and there, focus on my hobbies, learn new skills, take classes in photography and makeup and cooking and all sorts of things like that. Dancing, and yeah, my partner would love to become a pilot, but that scares the crap out of me. He used to do flying, but it's way too expensive. That was before he met me, but that scares me. But that's what he would do. Obviously I would donate. I would probably donate money to a lot of animal charities, so like the animal shelters, RSPCA, things like that. I mean, you've got unlimited money. Why wouldn't you? Do you plan on getting married and having kids? Yes, definitely, like I said before. I guess this is the last one then. How did you choose your username? Winter Rose. But I like winter. I like the cold. I like snow, even though we don't get snow here in a lot of the places, but I like snow, I like winter. And rose is, there was a type of rose called the Renee rose, and I like roses, so winter rose kind of just goes together. But that's it for the personal answers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.